conversation is going round. People talking about the colors come to town. Fresh as a summer breeze, she'll take you by surprise.
And we are in the studios of Whistle FM for another great episode of Freshwaves. I'd like to say a big shout out to Reese's Market and Bakery for providing the fabulous muffins in the station today. We actually have Very Cherry, which are really cool muffins for a chilly kind of fall-like day in the summertime here. We are live in the studio, but this show will air again on Sunday from 10 till noon, and the podcasts are available for anyone who wants to listen at their leisure at freshwaves.ca. So if you can't get the show or you want to listen to it again, because of course we'll give you so much information today that you sometimes need to hear it again, and you can do that at freshwaves.ca. Jason Rumble, nice to have you on board today. Thanks for all your technical expertise.
It's great to be here, and it's my pleasure to help out always.
Great. Yeah. Now, we're talking in the first hour today with a couple of lovely ladies from the Legion. Oh, lovely ladies from the Legion. Say that 3 times fast, you get a prize here on Whistle FM. You can come and have a muffin.
Yeah,
okay.
Good muffins.
And in the second hour, we're going to be talking with Christine Stewart about a social justice program that she teaches at elementary schools. She puts together a whole day workshop for elementary schools so the kids can learn about social justice as opposed to social injustice. So we've got a full roster today. And I left a little message on Facebook saying that there is an event coming up at the Legion, and that if you stay tuned to Whistle and Fresh Waves, we would give you all the details. So that's what we're going to do this morning with our lovely ladies from the Legion, Rochelle and Judy. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
Great, thank you.
Good. Well, Judy, everybody knows you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been involved with the Legion for so many years. And
you're not going to tell us exactly how many?
Well, a little over 20 altogether.
Okay.
Yes, in different positions. And
wow. That's a long time. You must like it there.
Yes. Well, I'm there basically for the veterans and members, and
there you go. And it's a great cause. Mm-hmm. And Rochelle?
I haven't been at the Legion for too long, 6 years.
Oh.
And I'm the public relations officer, and I love my job.
I can imagine. That's a great job. And you seem like you've got that personality that would just be great for a position like that.
Thank you.
We're going to start off by talking a little bit about the Legion itself. I think people have a misconception about what the Legion is. So it started out as what, a club for veterans?
Yes, it was the veterans that came back from war that originally built the old Legion on Ninth Line back in 1947. And
in 1947. So the war had ended. The vets needed to
have a meeting place.
A meeting place they can kind of get together and have the camaraderie that they had when they were overseas and things like that.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And it's part of a whole collection of legions, you could say.
Right.
Is it nationwide or is it run provincially?
It's nationwide, really.
Okay. So all provinces have Royal Canadian Legions.
Yes, yes.
Isn't that great? So I notice you're wearing uniforms.
Right.
Is that a holdover from the old days?
Well, no, it's just I guess a thing that anybody that is on as executive of Legion should always have a uniform to represent what it's about.
Okay, that makes sense. So, Rochelle, how did you get involved in the Legion?
Well, I've always loved parties and getting people together, especially the seniors. I love to get the seniors together and give them a great time for the little time that they have. We never know how long we've got. So let us make the best of all our senior years.
Terrific. So you do run some programs for seniors.
Not that many at the moment. We are just branching off into the fall. We will have much more senior activities. But we are geared to all ages, the adults.
Now, I'm going to just I'm not advocating this. I'm going to tell you what I hear people say about the Legion, and there's, I think, some misconceptions out there in the world. It's a place for old vets and old vets only, and it has really cheap beer.
That used to be the consensus, but unfortunately, we do not have very many veterans left anymore.
No, that's true.
So you have to reach out to the younger people and people coming back from Afghanistan and different things like that. Unfortunately, we do not have any members at the moment from Afghanistan.
Oh.
But, I mean, it's open for anybody that wants to join. You don't have to have served. It's anybody can join the Legion, provided you're a Canadian citizen. And like I said, there's no rules.
So you can be part of a club sort of thing. It stemmed from the vets. They come back after the war. They need the camaraderie. A lot of them were suffering from PTSD. A lot of them were kind of like a fish out of water. You spend so many years in the military, and then all of a sudden you're back as a civilian. It's a difficult transition. So I assume that back in the 40s, it was a place where they could come and find solace together and create a community. My aunt is 94, and she's been involved in the Legion since her husband came back from war in 1947, and she's down in Scarborough.
Wow.
And she's still at the Legion, and she's still actively at the Legion. She used to be on the Ladies Auxiliary, and she would do a lot of baking and cooking and things like that. Now she just does carpet bowling every Friday, and she plays euchre and things like that. So there's still quite a great network of people. She said the only problem is that now that she's 94, half of her friends aren't there anymore. And that's, I guess, the reality for anyone who's 94.
That's right.
But it's a great place, I think, to build community, isn't it?
Yes. And we have to thank our Ladies Auxiliary. They just celebrated their 65th anniversary on Sunday.
Yes, I saw the pictures.
Yes. And two of our founding members of the Ladies Auxiliary were in attendance.
Wow.
And the one is 96.
Wow.
And the other one, I think she's 92. And they were the original founders of the Ladies Auxiliary. So they've been working with the community for 65 years.
Isn't that something?
Yes, and I have to thank them for their service.
Definitely. Big shout out going out to the Ladies Auxiliary and for all the great work that they do. So what do? They
do dinners. They do different functions. They do a lot of memorial services, lunches for the people in the community. Once a year we have the Sunnybrook veterans out. They do for a luncheon.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And
that's a really good thing.
Yes. And they really look forward to coming out.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes, they have usually around 30 Sunnybrook vets that come out every year.
Wow. So where does the Legion get its funding from? Do you get your funding just from fundraising?
Just from fundraising and, you know.
The members every year pay a membership to join, to renew, and that does help us a little, but it's mostly from just functions going on in the hall, rentals, and the bar sales and different things like that supports us.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So anyone can rent out the Legion?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody.
Anyone. And there's been a myth going on for years that members only. It's not. Anyone can come in and rent the banquet hall and, come and join for any of our occasions, any of our events. It's open to all, and everyone is welcome.
Isn't that something? That's good to know, because I always thought that you had to be either a vet or a relative of a vet. I would qualify, but that you always had to prove somehow that you were related to a person who had served in our country in one of the wars.
Yeah. It used to be that way years ago, but they've opened it up because, there's no more veterans left. So they had to open it up to the younger people. And
okay. All right. Well, we're going to take our first little break here. Jason, take it away to some commercials and station IDs. And when we come back, we'll continue our conversation about the Canadian Royal Legions.
Hey, I'm whistling. Would you like to whistle too? Whistle FM is looking for a few good volunteers. Come and join our team and learn a new skill. We're looking for producers, show hosts, and even people to help out around the station. Learn something new and meet new people. Email us at admin@whistleradio.com or drop by the station behind Stouffville Fine Furniture. We hope to see you soon.
Hey everyone, this is Lil J. Join me every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern for the Block Party. A 2-hour journey of the best in the Canadian underground dance music scene, featuring tracks and DJ mixes from Canada's emerging artists, from the disco hits of the 70s to the latest dance floor fillers. No lineups or cover charges, it's your weekly free access to the beats that are packing dance floors in Canada and around the world. The Block Party, Saturday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on 102.9 Whistle FM and online at whistleradio.ca.
And we're back on Fresh Waves. I'm your host, Bren Masson, and we're talking with Rochelle and Judy from the Royal Canadian Legion. I put the Royal in the wrong place last time, although it's the same. The Canadian Royal Legion or the Royal Canadian Legion.
It's still
all
royal.
the same. It's very royal. I can't, you guys should have purple uniforms. We just had a color specialist on the show a couple weeks ago who was telling us that purple is the color of royalty. It makes you higher connected. There you go. Okay, Rochelle, what is going on at the Legion and how do people find out?
Well, we have a wonderful website. It's always updated. It's StouffvilleLegion.ca.
That's easy. StouffvilleLegion.ca. We'll put that on our Facebook page if anyone's interested in getting a hold of you and knowing the address.
Wonderful. So all our activities are on our website. We try to advertise just like Whistle Radio is giving us an opportunity. Thank you. And we have a lot of things going on in our club room as well as in the banquet hall.
Okay, now the club room is that room that's off to the side. If someone hasn't seen the new Legion, I recommend that they go over. I heard someone say a while ago, I am not getting married at the Legion, as if it was like a poisonous thing. And I said to her, why not? And she said, oh, it's like an old men's club pub. And I said, have you been to the new Stouffville Legion? It is so the opposite of any preconceived ideas you've had of a Legion. It is a beautiful, brand new facility. Well, for me, it's brand new. Anything that's been born in the last 10 years is new. And it's lovely.
Yes.
So you have the big banquet hall, which has a stage. I think you can seat at least 300
250.
250 in there. It's massive. It's got a sound system. It's a really lovely room with the kitchen off at the side and the bar and the whole bit. And then the clubhouse.
The club room.
Club room. Okay.
Now the club room is open.
It's more like a pub, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, it's a games room as well. We have pool tables, shuffleboard tables, a couple of dart boards. And we have
you've got quite an active dart league too at the Legion, don't you?
Yeah, that's in the banquet hall though on Thursday nights. But that starts in about October till the end of April.
Mm-hmm. My friend Elena Cooperthwaite has won many times.
Yes.
Do you know she used to babysit for me when my kids were little?
Really?
That's how I know her.
Yes.
That was some 20 years ago. Elena, if you're listening, 20 years ago when my kids were babies and she was babysitting for us. Yep.
Yeah. Very nice person.
Yeah. And she's a heck of a dart player.
Oh, she is.
I taught her how.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mind you, she took it way past what I taught her. I'm happy if I get it on the board. Great. It's a 2, but I'm happy with that. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so continue. So the club room has a bar.
We have activities too. We have musicians and special musicians, and we had Cliff Thornburn, and he gave us a great performance. The music is great when we do have music, and the drinks are great, and the prices are absolutely fantastic. Much better than going out into any other pub.
Now,
for sure.
So in that note, can Joe Person, who is not a member, go to the club room and just sit down and have a beer?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Because I honestly didn't know that was a possibility.
Right.
All welcome. And you can make friends. There are people in there, you know what, while they're playing their games, you're welcome to sit and have a chat with someone who's sitting there and make friends. A lot of friends meet in there.
So that's something.
Well, we also serve on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. We have the kitchen open for lunches. So everybody comes to the club room. That's where we serve. And also during the winters, Thursday and Friday evenings. And in the summertime, we close the kitchen on Thursday evenings, but it's open Friday evenings. And that's where we get our biggest turnout, is on Friday evenings for our dinners. And like this Friday is our specialty, liver and onions. Everybody knows about our liver and onion night, and we always get a great turnout.
Well, I love liver and onions, but most people don't. I know a lot of people who don't.
Yeah,
but it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. That's a very British thing.
Yeah, so that's why anybody's welcome to come into the Legion for lunch or dinner. You don't have to be a member.
Okay. And the prices are super reasonable.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Isn't that something? So where do you serve this Friday dinner? Is it in the banquet hall or
No, in the club
in the
room.
club room? Okay. And then later in the evening you have live entertainment. I have been there to see Grant Fullerton.
Oh, yes. Mostly in the wintertime. We do not have much entertainment during the summer.
Well, there's not many people around during the summer.
That's right. Yes, so we prefer to do it during the winter hour.
Now you also have the car show there.
Yes, every Wednesday.
Yes, and I know that Rick Callahan and the boys, Jerry Cuthbert, is that his name? And they go for Auto Talk. From Whistle?
Jerry Corbett.
Corbett,
Yeah.
yes. And they do Auto Talk from that parking lot. So it's quite amazing to see all those old cars, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And this year the Markham Cruisers joined us, and that's why they switched it to a Wednesday evening. And we've been getting great turnouts. I think last week we had like 65 cars.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, and we do
Because if there's a chance of rain or a drop of moisture that falls from the sky, none of them turn up.
No, that's correct.
Because those cars are old, and they only drive them in good weather.
Yeah. And we also do a barbecue that night. We have the kitchen open as well.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Anybody come in and get a drink?
Isn't that fun?
Sit on the patio.
You have a patio?
We have a patio.
Gee
Yes.
whiz, the more you talk, the more I learn. You have a patio?
Yes.
Wow. Where is it? Is that the back?
Just off the club room, right at the back. Right.
Okay. I've always been there in the wintertime when no one would ever want to be sitting on a patio. I didn't realize there was one. Isn't
Yeah,
that
you
neat?
take your drink out there, and it's also smoking.
Oh, yes, we won't talk about that.
No. But anyway.
Well, you know, it's a fact of life, so you have to have, I guess they have a space outside where it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so more about events.
The banquet hall is open to a lot of to everyone. You can come and have christenings, weddings, birthdays, whatever. It's a great. The acoustics is fantastic. So we have a New Year's Eve dance. We have the barbecue is coming up, and that's Tuesday, June the 12th. And we're going to have a lot of fun inside and outside. We have the kids outside. We have the jumping castles. We have the fire truck come out.
Oh, that's right.
And we have a whole bunch of kids' activities, tattoos, face painting. The group has been fantastic, and they put together a wonderful kids' whole new ball game for them, which we don't really have all the time with at the Legion.
Yeah.
In the banquet hall, we're going to have those who do not want the sun want to come and sit in there, and we have a terrific cook. His name is Neil, and he does a fabulous job. So does Judy. Judy is a great cook. She specializes in liver and onions.
Oh.
She does the best.
Well, I have never had the liver and onions, but I can vouch for the roast beef. It's always fantastic.
It is.
Fantastic.
Yes, that's our speciality. And the adults is $15. You get either a chicken bun on a bun or steak on a bun with two sides and a dessert.
Okay.
For the children, it's $8, and they get a hamburger or a hot dog and two sides.
Okay. And for grown-ups, it's how much?
$15, and the kids are $8.
So for $15, you get to go and participate in all of the fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Have a meal for $15.
Yes.
You can't
Exactly.
get that for $15 anywhere.
Not a steak on the bun.
No way. That is such a good deal. Wow.
Yes.
Well, and that's on the 12th of June?
12th of June.
So
Father's
that's
Day.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
It's on Father's Day itself?
No, it's a Father's Day tribute.
Oh, tribute to Father's Day.
Tribute
Okay.
to Father's Day.
So that's this next Tuesday coming
Tuesday.
up. Okay,
Yes.
Tuesday
So
the 12th.
come on out, all the dads, and bring your kids and have a great time with the kids and have a dad-kid combo. And we've got a lot to offer you.
Okay. And then you're going so that night goes from when?
5 o'clock to 8.
Nice. Perfect. Gee, that sounds like fun. I think
sure
you're
does.
having a special DJ there that night too, aren't you? Some guy that's spinning some tunes.
I've heard of him.
Absolutely. We've got the best in town.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Rumble.
DJ Lil J Rumball
That's me.
spinning the
All
tunes
right.
at the Legion that night.
That's right.
I
I'm
hope
looking
it's
forward
not
to it.
all that disco stuff, honestly.
Well, I'm going to be keeping you on your feet dancing the whole time. So
Okay. Is it all electronic music, Jay, or are you going to mix it up with some
I'm
gold
open to
oldies?
requests. I can play some Avicii for you if you like, or some oldies, or
Some Elvis?
some Elvis. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, sure.
Some of the young dads won't even know who that is.
But hey, I'm there to educate them.
You're
so.
there to educate.
Yeah,
and
educate
I
through
think
my
you're going to be
music.
doing one heck of a job, Jay, because you always do a good DJ. You
That's
are
right.
DJ Lil J Rumball.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm looking
how's
forward
that?
to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
Tattoos and water play and
these are fake tattoos because you're not
Oh,
going to go and
yes.
get your children tattooed. You're
No,
just going to
no,
go and
no,
have the
no.
play ones.
Yes.
Can
just
I
for
get one?
fun. Absolutely, for fun. I'll get you a special one.
Okay. Just for fun. I'll
Yes.
hold you to that.
Okay.
And then I'll show it on the radio on Wednesday
right.
morning next week. There you go.
The ladies do a great job with their bazaars and also special breakfast. Their breakfast is every third Sunday of the month. Of course, they do take a break a couple months in the summer, and they have a lot of participation. So come out and enjoy the Legion. You do not have to be a member to come and have fun. Mm-hmm. So
Now, if you, if people want to come and they're not members, do they sign in or something like this?
no,
In the
there's
club
no.
room, sometimes we ask them to sign in, but not in the banquet hall.
Okay. And then, if you are a member, you just get a cheaper price when you rent the facility.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Do you get cheaper beer prices if you're a member?
No.
Oh.
No.
The prices are very, very good. So
How much does it cost to be a member for a year?
It's $55 to join. And if you're, depending, if you're a senior, we have special rates for seniors. And
Okay.
then every year after that, I think it's...
And what constitutes a senior? Someone over the age of 40?
No.
Good try.
Yes. No, I'd say anybody over 65.
Okay. Yeah, I have a girlfriend who couldn't wait to turn 60 so she could get discounts at certain places. And now she's waiting for 65 so she can get even more discounts. I've never met somebody who's so excited to be a senior. Anyway, takes all kinds to make a world, as my mom used to say. You're listening to Fresh Waves. I'm your host, Brenda Masson. We're talking with Rochelle and Judy from the Royal Canadian Legion. And this is a Whistle FM production. We'll be right back right after this quick break.